If you have a dead battery in your garage, your shed, or your boat, you do not need to buy a new one. You need $3 of Epsom salt, 30 minutes of patience, and the willingness to do something the lithium battery industry has spent the last 20 years trying to make obsolete. The trick has been documented since the 1950s. The Battery Council International, the trade association representing every major lead-acid battery manufacturer in the United States, has reference material on magnesium sulfate. Desulfation going back 70 years, Hackaday has published detailed teardown guides. Battery University, the engineering reference site cited by every battery technician in North America, lists Epsom salt as a documented restoration additive. It works on flooded lead-acid batteries. It works on golf cart batteries. It works on marine batteries. It works on the deep cycle batteries in off-grid solar banks. It works on the dead car battery sitting in your shed right now. And it costs $3 at any grocery store in America. Here is the chemistry in plain language. Every time a lead-acid battery discharges, lead sulfate crystals form on the lid plates inside the cell. Over hundreds of charge cycles, those crystals harden and build up. They block the electrochemical reaction that lets the battery hold a charge. The technical name for this process is sulfation. It is the single most common cause of lead-acid battery failure in North America. The battery is not actually dead. It is coated. Magnesium sulfate, sold in every grocery store under the brand name Epsom salt, dissolves those crystals. Dissolve 7 to 8 ounces of Epsom salt in heated distilled water, drain the battery's old electrolyte, refill each cell with the magnesium sulfate solution, and slow charge the unit. Within a few weeks, the sulfate crystals break down. The plates become electrochemically active again. The battery recovers somewhere between 60 and 80% of its original capacity. For a deep cycle battery that retails at $150 new, you just spent $3 to bring it back to life. This is not a fringe procedure. It is in the Battery University reference manual. It is published in Hackaday tutorials. It is taught in marine engineering programs and golf course maintenance courses. So why does almost nobody under the age of 60 know about it? Because the entire residential and electric vehicle battery industry was rebuilt to make sure you cannot use it anymore. Tesla Motors was incorporated in July 2003. The original Tesla Roadster, the first mass-produced lithium-ion electric vehicle in the United States, launched in 2008. Before Tesla, residential backup batteries and vehicle batteries were almost entirely lead-acid. Lead-acid was simple. Lead-acid was repairable. Lead-acid could be brought back from the dead with chemistry you could buy in any grocery store. The fundamental design had not meaningfully changed in 80 years. Tesla replaced that architecture, not with a better battery. With a battery you cannot fix. Lithium-ion battery packs are sealed. They are managed by a proprietary computer called a battery management system, BMS, which monitors every individual cell and decides whether the pack is allowed to charge, discharge, or operate at all. Tesla's BMS is firmware-locked. Enphase's BMS is firmware-locked. LG Chem's BMS is firmware-locked. The cell balancing thresholds are proprietary. The error codes are proprietary. The diagnostic interface is proprietary. If a single cell drifts out of balance, the pack throws a fault code and refuses to function. A Tesla Model 3 owner cannot rebalance the cells. An Enphase customer cannot rebalance the cells. A Powerwall owner cannot rebalance the cells. The computer says no. This is not speculation. The automotive trade publication HotCars confirmed it directly. Tesla 4680 battery packs are nearly impossible to repair. Independent electric vehicle technicians have documented module replacement attempts that work for about 5 charge cycles, before the battery management system detects the unauthorized hardware and reports fault code BMSA079. The pack stops operating. The owner is told to buy a new one. A new lithium battery pack for a Tesla Model 3 runs between $13,000 and $22,000. A new Tesla Powerwall runs $8,000 before installation. A replacement Enphase battery system runs over $10,000. None of those products can be restored with $3 of Epsom salt because none of those products are lead acid. They were specifically engineered to make sure the trick does not apply. This is not innovation. This is value extraction. The lithium battery industry did not bury Epsom salt. They buried the entire concept of a battery you could fix yourself. So what do you actually do? Step 1. If you own any lead-acid battery that has been declared dead, restore it before you replace it. A car battery, a boat battery, a golf cart battery, a backup UPS battery, a dead deep cycle battery from an old solar bank. Buy a 4-pound bag of Epsom salt at any grocery store for $3. Buy a gallon of distilled water for $1. Buy a basic 10-amp slow charger if you do not already own one. Drain the cells, refill with the magnesium sulfate solution, slow charge, and wait 2 to 4 weeks. You will recover 70% or more of the original capacity on most sulfated batteries. The full procedure is documented in 50 different tutorials online. Step 2. When you buy new battery storage for your home, do not buy locked lithium. Buy lithium iron phosphate banks with open battery management systems. EG4 Life Power 4 and Fortress Power eFlex publish their battery management system communication protocols openly. SOK lithium banks ship with user-accessible cell-level monitoring. Battleborn batteries support direct user diagnostics. You can rebalance these systems yourself. You can swap cells yourself. You own the hardware. In the same sense, your grandfather owned a car battery he could pour Epsom salt into. Step 3. Refuse battery products that require manufacturer authorization to replace internal components. If the manual does not document cell-level access, the manufacturer designed the system to fail under your control and to live under theirs. Step 4. Stockpile lead-acid backup batteries before federal and state lithium mandates push them off the market entirely. Several state utility commissions are already drafting fire code language that would restrict residential lead-acid storage in homes. The clock is running. Your grandfather owned a battery he could fix with kitchen chemistry. That battery is now treated as a hazmat ant-key. The replacement was sold to you as progress. It was actually a permission slip. Get the bag of Epsom salt. Restore the battery you already own. Then start asking why nobody told you sooner. If you are learning something from this, hit subscribe. I expose the corporate scams and engineering traps hidden inside the products you were told would set you free every single week. The locked battery is not the only device in your modern home engineered to be unfixable on purpose. If you want to see the 3 other appliances built specifically to break and force you to replace them, click the video on your screen right now.